Alright, you ready to do the intro?
We're wearing the same shirt. There's your intro. That's all I need to know. I showed up with... There it is.
Alright.
What's up and welcome to Ingenuity. To kick things off tonight, we have a very special return guest, the Avocado Avenger himself, Mr. Marc. Anyway, as promised, we're going to be working on more aero for Project Becky. Probably not in the way that you thought, and well, honestly, me either, but in keeping with the theme of this build of trying things for the first time, apparently, we are going to be attempting to make functional window louvers. Let's go.
Just screw stuff.
Ooh. Everything else that happened to this car rust.
It's not even a screw anymore. It's a fossil. I was talking about it. Mine came out just fine. This one's even got paint on it. It immediately exploded after I touched it, but there's nothing to bite on.
She's going for distance.
Let's see if I can find the same hole twice. Okay, so hatch is painted, protected, we're good to go there. Now we can start actually working on the louvers themselves. Now, kind of like, well, everything else in this car. I've never done this before. But, here's what I'm thinking. I feel like if I just throw this on here, mark where these are, draw the line, bend them on that line, it should work.
So pro tip, if you're gonna film a YouTube series, press the record button. Works every time. If you don't press the record button, no one will see what you just did. And then you'll have to do this. I made it. I truly suck at this. Anyway, everything's like good where it needs to be, but it doesn't clear the hinges. So it's like, yeah, it looks awesome. The bend's there, like it follows the hatch line, everything's great, but those are in the way. So what ends up happening is you got that gap because it's sitting on the hinge. Go in front of the hinge, we don't have the gap, but yeah, I definitely want to have that hinge covered. It's just, it's like, come on. I mean, that's such a much cleaner look, having that smooth go across than have the louver start down there. That's just, yeah, not into that. So what I'm going to do though is we're going to put this in place, we're going to tape it in place, and then we're just going to keep going on, and then once we're done, I'll just come back and remake this. I do have to stand it up a little bit in the back to account for the hinges, but I don't want to do that now and then have that kind of screw up the cadence of the rest of the louvers as they go down. I want to make, I like this pitch, how it's flat coming off. So I want to make sure we maintain that, and then so we'll build the rest and then go, redo this one. So this is why you buy extras. Let's be honest here. Aside from like hookers and blow, does anything say 1985 more than window louvers? God damn, that's cool. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's awesome. And they're functional too. This isn't, most of the ones back then were just like, window treatments. This is for heat evacuation. So, yes. They definitely still need some tweaking. They're definitely not done yet. I just ran one rod in the middle. I definitely want to run like 2 more down the sides because, when this thing's moving at speed, those are going to move around a lot. They are made out of 16 gauge steel, so I try to mitigate that as much as possible, but let's be honest, they're going to move. When you get air current going across there, especially the amount of air I'm trying to push through that rear of the car to get the heat out. Yeah. All right, so next up is the quarter window scoops. Yes, right. Yeah, that's a good next thing. Let's go do that. Okay, so here's the problem and the plan. So, more rust, shocker, I know. But we need to try to force as much air as possible through the car so we can evacuate as much heat as possible from there to there. And to do that, in honor of one of my favorite cars from the 80s, we're gonna make some big old air scoops. So before we get started, I do need to address some of this stuff, but we don't really have time, so hopefully this trick still works.
Crushed it.
Alright, it worked once before. Let's see if we can do it again. Ready? And... oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. I guess we're doing it the hard way. So there we go, wing done, scoops done, louvers done, but wait, there's more. Yes, we are going to be working on more aero for this car, a lot more, but we're going to put a pin in it for now because one of the things I discovered with big aero in a small garage makes it very cumbersome to move around, and you end up becoming like this contortion artist just to get around the car. So, not going to do that right now. Next up, we are going to be working on something very vital to make this a running driving vehicle, and that is a shifter. So that's what we're going to be working on next time. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video. But as always, remember, on projects like this thing or whatever you're working on, sometimes you just need a little ingenuity. I will see you next time.